live look into Sarasota, Florida, better known as Paradise. Tonight, two clubs in their first USL 1 season look to secure their first ever professional win after suffering defeats in Week 1. It's Fort Wayne FC versus the Sarasota Paradise on ESPN+. Let's take a look at the Sarasota Paradise's home opener last Saturday against Boise, in which they saw themselves on the front foot in the second half with multiple chances from Jonathan Bolaños. Just able to get around Ricketts and Kostashin, but cannot finish it. Sarasota dominated the second half, but it was this 75th minute goal which found Boise with 3 points. Tonight's Player to Watch for Sarasota is brought to you by Guerracine's immigration attorney. Jonathan Bolaños, who we just mentioned, generated a flurry of scoring opportunities for the Paradise. Sarasota is looking for another strong game from the former Richmond kicker. Fort Wayne is back in the Sunshine State after playing FC Naples in their debut, but it was Naples who got their season off and running with this beautiful goal from Christopher Garcia. Just a lovely strike from far range. Then late, it was a poor pass from Thiago Diaz, which led to the dagger, a 2-0 Naples win. The player to watch for Fort Wayne is Jack Thomas, who had 7 goals in 5 preseason games for Fort Wayne. He wasn't able to play versus Naples because of a visa, which didn't get approved until this Thursday. He's looking to make a big mark for Fort Wayne in his professional debut. Two clubs who come from a similar USL 2 background now get set to battle it out on the professional stage and try to grab their first ever professional win. It's Fort Wayne FC versus the Paradise next on ESPN+.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Here at ABC7, we help businesses on the Suncoast
connect with potential clients. We use cutting-edge broadcast and digital tools
to help get your brand in front of the right customers.
We'll help you expand your share of the market by precisely targeting your audience.
We craft proven marketing strategies to separate you from competitors,
so that you can accurately predict your growth by consistently generating revenue.
Let us help you grow your business. Scan the QR code to schedule a time for more information today.
Tonight's game is presented by Signature Medicare Solutions, leading the future of Medicare right here in Sarasota, and by Pods Moving and Storage. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the host. Only one change in the lineup for Sarasota. No Matthew Sensi. Instead, it is Sander Rode who got subbed in for Sensi earlier in that game against Boise. This is a side that generated a lot of opportunities. Head coach Mikael Ibarra thinks this is the night his squad will break through on the score sheet. A couple of changes for Fort Wayne, 3 of them, and it's highlighted by who we mentioned in the open, Jack Thomas. 7 goals in 5 preseason games. What will he be able to add to the table? And then right beside him in this 3-5-2 is JP Jordan, who makes his return to Sarasota. He played for the Sarasota Paradise back in 2024 as a part of their USL 2 season. Sonda Road right at the center circle as we are about to get underway in Paradise. 73 degrees, a lovely, lovely evening. Both of these teams trying to secure their first ever USL 1 win. They both fell short, but another chance tonight. It's the Sarasota Paradise and Fort Wayne FC. Match week number 2. Addison Resco here with you the entire night. This is a Fort Wayne side who last week saw 10 players make their professional debut. Not often that you see a team bring out 10 new guys, but it was something that head coach Mike Avery said did not concern him. He knew that all of his guys were ready to go and would be able to compete, and compete they did. They had a very strong showing against Naples while it didn't translate in the score. Mike Avery felt very positive about his performance, and they'll be looking to have a different go at it this time in Sarasota, just 90 miles south. Fort Wayne in the beautiful autumn gold kits, and the Paradise in their prime time streak jerseys. Fell 1-0 last week against Boise, but similar to how Fort Wayne felt, Sarasota also felt they could have gotten a much different result. It was a second half in which Sarasota generated a lot more scoring opportunities than Boise, but just were not able to. It was a stellar goalkeeping performance from Joseph Andema, which kept the Paradise from scoring their first ever professional goal. Both of these teams trying to find it. Both were held scoreless. Rempel plays it towards Ricole, but not able to get there. But it will go out for a corner. Carmes to take the corner kick. Spent the last 2 seasons with Atlanta United of the MLS Next Pro level. 10 goals, 3 assists in 53 matches. Fort Wayne crowds the box. Towards the near post and sent away, but only as far as Rempel, who plays it back to Harmas. Sutton punches it away with 2 hands. Sonda Road giving chase and sends it to Ethan Bryant. McLaughlin. Bolaños slipped in front of him. Ricole. An angle, but sails that well over the bar. Lillian Ricole, one of the main attacking pieces on this Fort Wayne side. Total 13 goals in 2025 with the UCF Knights. And you add Jack Thomas to the mix. This Fort Wayne side poses many threats offensively. Here's Shipman. Thomas. Musa. Rempole, a poor touch. Falls to Sander Road. Jorgen Peterson, who thought he had the first goal in Sarasota Paradise history in the 32nd minute, but it was called back to an offsides. A decision that the Paradise faithful were baffled by. Declan Waters. Fort Wayne takes it away. It's Thomas. Tried to get it around Walker, but was not able to do so. O'Dwyer. Sander Road calling for it, and a foul. We'll bring up our keys to the game. Brought to you by Glaracene's Immigration Attorney. Sarasota, stick to your style. Sarasota had so many chances. Could have argued that they were the better team against Boise. Stick to what's working. The goal-scoring opportunities were there. They're bound to start falling. But if you're Fort Wayne, you want to start fast and take this rowdy crowd out of the game. Another solid crowd at the Premier Sports Campus as this city embraces its first ever professional team. Played long. A good opportunity now early. Betcher gets it dispossessed. Solis to Rempole. Rempole back towards the middle. Sarasota able to clear it away. Walker looked towards Bryant. Paradise slowly building up the field. Bolaños. Bryant. Peterson rolled. That was a nice move. O'Dwyer not able to keep it, and it will go out for a Fort Wayne throw. Bolaños giving chase, who just had such a phenomenal game versus Boise, was on the attacking front for all 90 minutes. Almost had the goal in the 68th minute, but it was his passes that were so good. But the Paradise just not able to get anything going. JP Jordan, the former Sarasota Paradise man back in 2024, is able to talk to his former head coach with the Sarasota Paradise, Mirko Dakovic, during the week, and he mentioned just how critical he was as a part of this USL 2 team in 2024, and he had to miss the playoffs. Wonderful opportunity there for Rempole, denied by Alex Sutton. Rempole just unmarked and trying to volley it. Jack Thomas might have had an opportunity to rebound that, but went too far wide. But through JP Jordan's time at Sarasota, Marko Dakovic said that he knew he would play at this level just based off his work ethic. And another opportunity now. Here is Jack Thomas. Sent away, Bolaños there. It will go out for a Sarasota throw. Saints are industry leaders in visa processing for professional athletes. They work hard off the field for the players to succeed on it. Reach out today for your organization's consultation. Well, visas have certainly been a deal for this Fort Wayne side. To start this year, we talked about Jack Thomas not being able to play against Naples due to his visa not being approved until this past Thursday. But also starting goalkeeper Bert Shipman was also not able to play against Naples due to a visa issue. It was approved on Saturday, but it did not meet the league deadline, which is Friday. They had to find an emergency goalkeeper to back up Ari Briscoe, who played for Fort Wayne in the USL 2 level. But Bern Shipman, the top goalie on this team, 3 seasons with Forward Madison, and he had 33 clean sheets in 90 matches. Over a 30% mark. He is one of the top keepers at the USL 1 level. Has not had any challenges so far as we approach the 13th minute. Both of these teams still looking for their first ever USL 1 goal. Here is Rempole. Solis. Forward pass, which will go out for a throw. Peterson fires it towards McLaughlin. The offside flag raises. Solis sends it long. Poor pass, but a poor touch by Rosa. Gets it back for Fort Wayne. JP Jordan dispossessed. An attempted give and go right there. Was trying to find Lillian Rico. Neither side to this point able to generate much opportunity. Only that one shot from Rempole, which was put to the side by Alex Sutton, who played nicely in the opening game against Boise. Only allowed the 1 goal, but it was the winner. Spent his last 2 seasons with Carolina Core. Aaron Walker. Oh, Dwyer. Peterson. To Sonder Road, who sends it in, takes a bounce, and Shipman gets his hands on it for the first time tonight.
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
No problem for the German keeper. Sonder Road, the only change in the starting lineup for the Paradise. Sonder Road, who has played a lot of soccer over in Norway, which is where he's from. Some familiarity with the USL 2 level as well with Ocean City. Ball for Thomas is sent away. Fort Wayne will have a throw in the attacking half as they look to find their first ever goal. A couple of chances against Naples. Both these teams, while they didn't get the results, played very positively. A lot to build on and look forward to. Water sends it back to Rempole. Rempole gives it another go towards the back post. Sutton comes in and grabs it. Sutton looking to go quickly. Is Bolaños onside? The flag has not raised, but it is a lovely challenge from Hernandez. Bolaños with it still. Peterson volleys, but it goes wide to the left. Peterson has been knocking on the door of the Paradise's first USL 1 goal. Nearly had it there, but just curved to the left. The stoppage in play was due to Michael Rempole. Had to get cleared by the official. Possible wrong name listed on the roster sheet. Clean challenge there from JP Jordan. Ethan Bryant still down on the ground. Still struggling to get up on the top of your screen. Here is Michael Rempole. Musa. Coughlin was pressing hard. Peterson got a touch, but it falls to Thomas. Jordan to Rempole. Fort Wayne methodically building. Hormus. Thomas. Cross deflected away. Tiago Diaz, the longtime Fort Wayne man, has the second most matches played in their history. It falls to JP Jordan. leaves it off and sent away. Fort Wayne remains with it. Musa. Harmas. Hernandez. Thomas, but it was taken away by Bolaños. Just seems to be everywhere on the pitch, but Sander Road gives it away carelessly. Recall. Fort Wayne has been pressing in the attacking third. McLaughlin spins, not able to get around. But the touch too strong. Sarasota wins the throw. Bryant wanted it quickly. But McLaughlin will let someone else take the throw. Just about even on possession to this point in the game. 53% for Fort Wayne, 47% for Sarasota. A couple of moments of what ifs, but nothing yet. Only one shot on target in this game, that came from Rempole earlier. Still early in the 22nd minute in Sarasota, Florida. Sarasota opens up their season with a large portion of home games. They are not on the road until April 8th, where they'll head to Westchester, but that is not before 4 league games. Then they're right back in the Sunshine State, even though on a road game against FC Naples, before they are home once again. Something that head coach Mika Alavara mentioned that he didn't actually like. He wanted to get accustomed to playing on the road, but says the reason that it is good is because of the crowd behind them. Sarasota brought that last week. 2,791 fans in attendance, which set a club record. They previously had over 2,000 at the US Open Cup last year against Naples, where they lost 2-1. And they'll have a chance to avenge that loss in just under a month. A game between Naples and Sarasota that will surely see a lot of fireworks. Only 90 miles separate the two teams. One of the newest derbies and one that should provide a lot of thrill. Here is Peterson with in swing. And sent away for the first corner of the game, which is brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Sarasota coming off a game in which they had 6 corner kicks. And it is Ethan Bryant who has taken a majority of the set pieces for the Paradise so far this season to try and find the first ever goal at the USL 1 level. Could this be it? Bryant towards the back post, but it is far too long. Here is Shipman, deciding what he wants to do, and finally will send it long. Declan Waters down.
Let's get it going. Let's go Paradise. Let's go Paradise. Let's go Paradise.
Peterson. Now Road. Road to the far side. Bolaños controls. Aaron Walker, the former captain of the Greenville Triumph, won the title with them in 2020. Greenville Triumph missed the playoffs for the first time in their history last season. Peterson again, oppressed by Rempel. Good press from Fort Wayne. Rosa. Sandra Road trying to spin around Rempel, but unable to do so. Fort Wayne wins a throw. Solid start for Michael Rempel. Callum stretch to Waters. 27th minute, deadlocked at 0. Both of these teams have yet to find their USL 1 goal. They are so desperately looking for it. Bolaños got a touch to it, but it will go out for a goal kick.
All right, fans, let's make some noise.
Solis. Paradise bring a press. Nearly went over. Paradise almost had a throw deep in Fort Wayne's half. Taken away by Thomas, and he'll win a foul. Jack Thomas, who just got cleared to play on Thursday, playing in his first ever professional game, hasn't had a lot of moments to shine so far, but in the moments he has had, he has looked good. From Whittington, England. And during his time at Louisiana State University Shreveport, 20 goals, 12 assists, 86 shots, and 46 of them on target in just 22 matches. Just staggering numbers for the 21-year-old. Karmos gets set to take the free kick. far range, but an opportunity. Towards the middle, sent away, and sailed high over the bar.
Sarasota Paradise. All right, fans, let's get it going.
The chances are at a premium right now. Bolaño's trying to create one. He's been the guy for Sarasota, trying to get it to Sander Road, but gets dispossessed. Harma sends it long. Sutton slips, and Ricola will score. It doesn't get much easier than that. And the first goal for Fort Wayne comes from Lillian Ricola. We saw some slipping and falling last week at the pitch. A lot of rain in the area. But tonight, no rain, just a miscue. Completely lost his footing. And Waters could not get there in time. Scored 13 goals with UCF last season and has his first of the USL 1 season for him and his club. Fort Wayne, who have begun playing for the first time professionally since they were founded, started playing in the USL 2 back in 2021, and they have many members of this team who have been a part of those USL 2 teams. Playing today, they finally find their first ever professional goal.
45 minute and a half.
How will Sarasota respond now? They have fallen down 1-0 again. They've shown some signs of life tonight, but right now it's Fort Wayne who has a 1-0 lead and a corner kick. Our key to the game for Fort Wayne was start fast, and it might not have been as fast as they would have liked. The goal in the 31st minute, but they have the 1-0 lead. And the Sarasota crowd, who has been waiting to celebrate, will have to wait a little longer. Sent in. Might have gone off the bar. Back into the back post. And out for another corner.
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
Fort Wayne knocking on the door of a second. Rempel. Header off the mark from Juan Solis. Turning 65 or reviewing your Medicare coverage, Signature Medicare Solutions is here to help. Scan the QR code now to connect with a licensed expert and make sure you're getting the benefits that you deserve. Dwyer could not win that. Once again, another Paradise player slips. And now you see it from Fort Wayne. Goal lost his footing. The lone goal scorer in the 35th minute. Played long but headed away by Solis. Bolaños now to Road. O'Dwyer, a lazy pass. Intercepted. Rempel looked forward and got it to Harmas, who sends it to the other side now. Musa and Jordan are back and forth. Rick Lowell. Sent in. And it is another goal for Fort Wayne. They have doubled the lead. In the span of 5 minutes, Fort Wayne has 2 goals. And the Paradise are left searching for answers. It's Ryan Betcher. Opens his account with Fort Wayne. And a little celebration to follow. And this crowd who has already been waiting. They've been waiting more than just this game. I've seen the life sucked out of them just a little bit more now. 2-0 Fort Wayne on top. A 31st minute goal. And then a 34th minute goal. It was back and forth during those first 30 minutes. But as soon as Alex Sutton slipped and allowed Rickle to score a very easy goal, Fort Wayne has just been off and running. Bolaños gets taken down hard. Foul called against Thiago Diaz, who was the captain of the Fort Wayne FC side during their last 2 seasons at the USL 2 level. Has been there for 3. Free kick comes in, but is sent away for a throw. 39th minute of action here in Sarasota. Addison Resco with you here as the Paradise are searching for a response. They have still not opened up their USL 1 account. You see the former Paradise man, JP Jordan, down on the pitch. On the road there to talk to him as well. JP Jordan, not the only player in this game to be playing against his former club. Sean Karani is not in the lineup right now. We might see him later on sub in, but he played for Fort Wayne back in 2023 as a part of the USL 2. called against JP Jordan. Took down O'Dwyer. Ethan Bryant will set up again. The Paradise were very effective on set pieces in the 1-0 loss against Boise. Weren't able to capitalize, but that is where a lot of their opportunities came from. Looking for one here. But that has been a reoccurring theme as well on those set pieces. When they have not been good opportunities, it has been because of fouls. You saw one earlier on a free kick as well.
All right, fans, let's get it going here. Let's go Paradise. Let's go Paradise. Let's go Paradise. Let's go Paradise.
Another ball came on the pitch. Referee directs it to be kicked off as Burnt Shipman gets set to send this one down. Paradise still yet to have a shot on target, so his work tonight has been minimal. Foul called on the Paradise. Go quickly. Here is Declan Waters. McLaughlin taken down, and a late whistle. James Musa can't believe it. But now a chance for Sarasota in a dangerous area. Sunder Road and Anderson Rosa there to talk over who will take this free kick. Sunder Road was a specialist at this in college at Louisville. Road and Rosa look onwards. How will they get around this wall? It is Rosa. And once again, it is a foul on a free kick, and Declan Waters cannot believe it. He was chatting with the referee last time. Another conversation. The answer, much to his dismay. Two minutes and change for the Paradise to try and cut into this 2-0 Fort Wayne lead. But for the visitors, it's about as good of a half as Mike Avery could have wanted from his side. He talked about the pieces being there and it just needing to all come together, and so far it has. That first goal might not have been without a little bit of luck, but that goal from Petcher, no doubt a result of their good play. Jordan got a touch, now Harmas. Taken away, O'Dwyer. Shot down. Another free kick for the Paradise. O'Dwyer in some pain, clearly. It was a hard challenge. Juan Solis. No card will come out. And as we are in the dying moments of the first half, another opportunity, another free kick for the Paradise, who have had them all night, but nothing to show for it yet. The fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of Shoemaker attorneys and advisors stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Sunder Road! Sunder Road! What a way to open up your professional account, and what a way for Sarasota to find their first ever professional goal. The Norwegian gives the Paradise a much needed confidence boost going into the break. You can't tee it up much better than that. Bernd Shipman late to react. Sarasota only down by 1. Could that be the lifeline they needed? As it appears, another free kick for the Paradise. Well, Sunder Road just showed you what he could do.
Let's get it going again, fans. Let's go!
Sends it in, deflected away, but out for a corner. This corner kick is brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology.
Now it's time for another Sarasota Paradise corner kick. Sponsored by Saramana. Let us manage your technology.
Ethan Bryant gets set to send this one in. Towards the back post. Punched away with the right hand by Shipman. Rose are quick to retreat. Sent back into the area. McLaughlin tries to keep it in, but will not be able to. The Paradise have really turned it up a notch over the last 5 minutes. Found their first ever professional goal. And with a couple of opportunities since then, you're at the minimum stoppage time. Let's see how much longer. There will be no longer any time. That sends us to halftime in Sarasota. It was Fort Wayne who got off to a strong start, but it was Sarasota who ended the half with a lovely goal from Sunder Road.
Sarasota Paradise 1.
Well, both these clubs have found their first ever professional goal, but now they'll be looking to find their first ever professional win. Fort Wayne has the edge. They lead 2-1, but Sarasota heads to the break with the momentum. Second half action and halftime report coming up next on ESPN+.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues. And we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Paradise is here. Sarasota, your moment has arrived. Your team, standing for your city, competing on the national stage. Sarasota's first professional soccer team. Don't miss Saturday, March 28th with an exciting face-off against Portland Hearts of Pine at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. The lights are on. The show is about to begin. Be present for history. Tickets start at just $13. Get yours at sarasotaparadise.us.
Welcome back on into Paradise, where Fort Wayne has a 2-1 lead over the Sarasota Paradise. It was a goal in the 31st minute from Lilian Riacoil, and then just a few moments later, it was Ryan Betcher who got it, but in stoppage time, it was Sonder Road from well beyond who gave the Sarasota Paradise some life going into the break. Fort Wayne 2, Sarasota 1. Let's learn a little bit more about the expansion clubs in the USL.
As we embark on another long journey to USL titles in the Championship and League One, contenders are now joined by even more contenders. 2026 opens the door to 7 new clubs, 2 in the Championship, 5 in League One. Sporting Jacks and Brooklyn FC joined the Eastern Conference in the Championship, increasing the league total to 25 clubs. And another record for League One, with AC Boise, Corpus Christi FC, Fort Wayne FC, New York Cosmos, and Sarasota Paradise matching the expansion record of 5 teams just last year. It makes an interesting challenge for all League One teams with playoff expectations, beginning with defending champion 1 Knoxville. And head coach Ian Fuller loves the challenge.
What is different this year about preparations for expansion clubs, which means more travel, more talent coming into the league?
Yeah, you have to be ready for anything in this league. Yeah. Almost every league in North America is like this. You're going to have expansion teams, a lot of different players. We've got a lot of new players, and we're going to face a lot of new players in the league, and some new clubs and some new venues. It's kind of just the trickiness of this league.
Do teams coming in just because they're new doesn't mean they're at a disadvantage against, well-oiled teams like yours?
No, certainly you've got coaches that have coached in the league and done really, really well come in and with expansion teams. So, you've got a lot of players that have played in the league and played in higher leagues. You're going to have some really difficult opponents, even though they are expansion teams.
Last season, FC Naples finished 4th in the League One standings, one of 2 expansion teams to make the postseason. A tough task for new clubs this year as League One grows to 17 clubs.
Oh, what a strike!
This week on USL All Access, Lexington and Louisville give us a Commonwealth Cup to remember on opening day. Plus, Ryan Martin, the head coach of Oakland Roots, joins the show.
How a relationship from his childhood and his father's best friend led to his first ever coaching job and helped lay the foundation for some of the better growth we've seen at the youth level in this country.
Every Tuesday, USL All Access on SiriusXM FC, and the next day on the USL YouTube page.
USL League One kicks off. Players Shield winners. He does it again. Their first ever goal in club history.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Welcome back to the premier sports campus in Sarasota, Florida, where Fort Wayne has a 2-1 lead at the break. Let's get a look at some of the scores around the league going on. Full time earlier in the first day of the game, it was Portland Hearts of Pine who defeated New York Cosmos in the return to the professional level 3-1. In the 65th minute, it is Forward Madison with a 2-1 lead over Knoxville, 2 consecutive goals to give the guys from Wisconsin the lead. FC Naples and Corpus Christi, another inaugural team, knotted up at 1, just 90 miles south of here. Chattanooga, who was the 2 seed last year, off to a strong start. They're up 2-1. And Westchester, who lost to Knoxville last week 3-2, have a 1-0 lead over Charlotte Independence. Let's get a look at the schedule coming up, starting with the game tomorrow right here on ESPN+. Spokane Velocity going up against Union Omaha. And then next week, another full slate of USL 1 games. It again starts with the New York Cosmos, this time going up against Spokane Velocity. And then it is Knoxville playing Corpus Christi at 5 p.m. And Portland Hearts of Pine will look to go for their 2nd straight win, this time against AV Alta, who tied in their first game of the season against Richmond 1-1. And now we'll hear a word from Dan Lucas for the halftime update.
It is halftime in USL League One. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines for this week. A pair of first-year clubs in USL collected wins in their inaugural matches. Dennis Kostashin scored in the 75th minute to lift AC Boise to a 1-0 win over Sarasota Paradise, which was also playing its first ever League One match. In the USL Championship, Brooklyn FC defeated Indy 11 1-0 with a penalty kick from last year's League One Golden Boot winner, JC Obregon. And how's this for a debut? Knoxville's Denis Kruchenkov scored not 1, but 2 goals in his first professional game, helping Knoxville get past Westchester SC 3-2. They say veteran leadership always matters, and that's what we have to start the season in Greenville. Brandon Frick, Evan Lee, and Tyler Polak have combined to play more than 42,000 career minutes. That's the top 3 minutes played in League One history. A pair of matches over in the championship will be broadcast in Spanish on 2DN Wednesday the 25th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Lexington SC hosts Brooklyn. Then on Saturday the 28th, a 4 p.m. Eastern start between Detroit City and Charleston Battery. That's a look at the headlines for this week. Let's get you back to your match for the second half.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
For nearly 5 decades, the Nicholas family of companies has shaped the communities where we live, work, and gather. We build what communities depend on. We drive automotive spaces forward. We generate opportunities through development. We power sports and recreation venues, and we create unforgettable memories. This is more than business. It's family.
Paradise is here. Sarasota, your moment has arrived. Your team, standing for your city, competing on the national stage. Sarasota's first professional soccer team. Don't miss Saturday, March 28th with an exciting face-off against Portland Hearts of Pine at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. The lights are on. The show is about to begin. Be present for history. Tickets start at just $13. Get yours at sarasotaparadise.us.
Here at ABC7, we help businesses on the Suncoast
connect with potential clients.
We use cutting-edge broadcasts and digital tools
to help get your brand in front of the right customers.
We'll help you expand your share of the market by precisely targeting your audience.
We craft proven marketing strategies to separate you from competitors,
so that you can accurately predict your growth by consistently generating revenue.
Let us help you grow your business. Scan the QR code to schedule a time for more information today.
Half number 2 about to get underway from Paradise, with Fort Wayne leading 2-1. But let's take a look at how we got here. It started in the 31st minute. Bolaños with it, taken away, and then Harmless with a long ball to recoil. Didn't look like it would be much of a problem until Alex Sutton slips. A disaster. And recoil opens up the account for Fort Wayne. But they weren't done. Just a few moments later, they added a second goal. This time it was in the 36th minute. A slow build up from the back. Betcher, a little give and go. And was just able to tap it home past Sutton. You see it here again. Gone around water. Sutton slides to the ground, but it was no problem for Betcher. 2 attacking forwards. Score in the first half for Fort Wayne. Sarasota had a couple of chances. They still weren't able to get anything going. But then in the 45th minute, they finally got something to fall. And it came from this free kick from Sander Road. Shipman late to react. And Sander Road gave it a ride and put the Paradise back into this game. 2-1 the score. You can see the dominance on the shots. 8 shots to the Paradise's 2. 4 shots on target to 1. But the possession doesn't really tell the story. 51% for Sarasota, but it has been those offsides and the fouls on free kicks. You saw the goal in the free kick from Sander Road, but 2 times the Paradise have had a set piece. It's been a good opportunity, but it's been whistled right away due to a foul. It was something we saw against Boise. They'll be looking to clean that up here in the second half as they try and find their first win. And it might even come to a point where they're just trying to find their first point. Substitution for the Sarasota Paradise, brought to you by Shoemakers Attorney and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Chandler O'Dwyer comes out of the game as Sean Karani substitutes in for his second game with the Paradise as a sub. Playing against his former team, as we mentioned earlier. He played with Fort Wayne back in 2023 as a part of their USL 2 side. But Fort Wayne trying to find their first ever USL 1 win. But maybe Sean Karani has other ideas. Had 3 goals with Fort Wayne in 2023 along with 3 assists. Also named a USL League One newcomer to watch. Bolaños. Callum stretch. Declan Waters. Playing it forward, it falls to Sondero. Now here is Karani in the area. Karani, it deflects. McLaughlin! Paradise appeal for a penalty, but they will not get it. But an early opportunity right out of the gates. Karani wasting no time making an impact. Bouncing around. Thiago Diaz just able to slide in and steer it clear of McLaughlin's foot. This corner kick brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Rosa, low corner. Nothing doing there. Here he is again. Anderson Rosa to Walker. Sondero, can he do it again? Sails it well far.
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
We have seen his ability to strike from distance. Going for the left-footed stunner there. Fort Wayne give it away. Callum stretch. Waters. McLaughlin now Road. Sent to the back post for Bolaños. Shipman will pick it up cleanly. Bolaños just not able to get a strong head on that one. Thomas is taken down hard and a clear booking awaits. A yellow card shown to Callum Stretch. A hard collision with the youngster Jack Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card caution has been issued by the referee to Sarasota Paradise, number 6, Callum Stretch.
That could have been more. A risky challenge. So one of the key defenders for the Paradise playing on a yellow. It is taken away. An open opportunity. A kick save denies Bolaños. What a save by Bert Shipman to keep Fort Wayne in front. Bolaños just flew by. But the left foot comes sliding out to keep it a 2-1 score. But boy, has Sarasota looked good through these first 5 minutes. Bolaños again. Create something special with the Nicholas family of companies. From multi-family to multi-use fields, Nicholas builds communities across Florida, Illinois, and Wisconsin. corner, sending it down to Bolaños. McLaughlin trying to position himself. Can't believe there was no foul as Shipman dives down to clean up any possible mess. Crowd here in Sarasota getting on their feet, making some noise. Head coach Mika Elavara during our conversation this week just talked about how crucial the fans were to this team's success. Says they were such a big part of that opening game against AC Boise, and mentioned how when it was an hour and 40-minute delay last week due to weather, he thought a lot of the crowd was going to leave, and then he went outside during the weather delay and saw people lined up by the fence, not going anywhere, and said that gave his team and himself some motivation before their first ever game. Said they'll be relying on that all season from the Sarasota faithful. Here's Jack Thomas, gave it a go, but it goes over the bar for a goal kick.
All right, Paradise fans, let's make some noise.
Here is Alex Sutton to send it away. Had a disastrous moment earlier in the game which led to the first goal. Paradise will need him to stay strong through the final few moments of this game. Bolaños on the corner, it's punched away. Out for a corner kick, brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Saunders Road and Ethan Bryant will have a conversation. Ethan Bryant will get it his way. Plays it short. Saunders Road. Looked like he might have been trying to find the upper 90 on the far post, but well off again. He's given it a go a couple of times here in half number 2. 54th minute of action. Addison Resco with you here on ESPN Plus. Match week 2 in the USL 1 season. Both these sides looking for their first point after Fort Wayne fell 2-0 to Naples and Sarasota fell 1-0 to AC Boise. And boy, does AC Boise look like an impressive side that is going to be a force to be reckoned with this season. Hernandez sends it in. Paradise looking to counter, but it's quickly taken away. Juan Solis, who is screaming down in pain. Play goes on. Still down on the ground. They will attend to him now. Just got, oh, no contact. Able to get up cleanly. A couple of times that you see no contact injuries, those tend to be the worst. Got a little clip before from McLaughlin. A few steps after, collapsed to the ground, but good to see Juan Solis up and going. The native of Colombia. JP Jordan flicks it on. Declan Waters has no problem getting it back to Sutton. Road. Nice ball to Bolaños. Bolaños turns inside, but is sent away. That was a great challenge from Thiago Diaz. JP Jordan. Diaz. Thomas gets it away to Recoil. Already has one goal, opened the game up in the 31st minute. Sent in, punched away, it falls to Hernandez. Hernandez gave it a go, but blocked away by Anderson Rosa. A good opportunity for Fort Wayne. Solis. Armas. Just sent over. Alex Sutton just able to deflect that one away.
Give it up for Sarasota Paradise.
And a corner kick awaits for Fort Wayne. It was Recoil. '58th minute. Fort Wayne just over a half hour away from their first ever professional win. They'll look to make the lead more comfortable here. Recoil trying to set up Thomas, but now the Paradise on the move. Karani's got a step. Here is Sean Karani. To Sunder Road. Denied. Bert Shipman has made it again. 2-1 the score remains.
Time for another Sarasota Paradise corner kick.
Sunder Road looks surely to have a second. Just a wonderful break. Bolaños with a beautiful ball to Karani. Just offloaded it to Sunder Road. Just not able to get enough strength. Off the bar, Sunder Road gave it another go, but it is cleared away. And then a foul called against the Paradise. What an opportunity that was. McLaughlin's header just off the crossbar. And then Sunder Road blocked away by Lillian Recoil. It feels nearly similar to the game just 1 week ago against Boise. So many chances. They're just not falling through. Callum Stretch playing on a yellow card to Rosa. Twisting and turning, finds Stretch again. Bolaños, one-on-one with Hernandez. That was a lovely job by Anthony Hernandez. Corner kick brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology.
All right, Paradise fans, get up on your feet for the corner kick. Make some noise.
Another set piece for the Paradise. They have lived for them. Sent away. Rosa retrieves. Ethan Bryant to the far side, trying to find Karani. Peterson is looking in the area for McLaughlin. Falls to Walker now. Poor pass, lucky to still be able to retain possession. Bolaños. Karani taken down. Crowd wants a penalty. They're not going to get it. And a possible break here for Fort Wayne. Recoil on. Betcher turns. Hernandez sets up. Armas. The attack slows down. Hernandez. Armas again. JP Jordan, a poor touch. Paradise able to win back possession, but only for a bit. Sunder Road. Ball nicely through to Bolaños. Bolaños! It trickles in! It was only a matter of time before Jonathan Bolaños found the goal. We are level, 2-2 in the 63rd. From 2-0 down to 2-2 square. Jonathan Bolaños, who is known for his playmaking ability and his ability to distribute, gets his goal, gets his moment, and celebrates accordingly. About half an hour ago, Fort Wayne had a 2-0 lead. Sarasota fans wondered if it was more of the same. But now all 3 points are not out of the picture. Couple of substitutions. Callum Stretch comes out as Reed Valentine comes in along with Maximus Tainio, who comes in for Ethan Bryant. Those subs are presented by Shoemaker's Attorney and Advisors. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Maximus Tainio was a sub in the last game for the Paradise. Along with Reed Valentine, the young defender, USL 1 young player to watch. Spent last year with Texoma, which he scored 1 goal for. A crucial winner. How will Fort Wayne respond now? Hernandez. McLaughlin gave chase. Starting to hear it in this crowd. They're starting to believe again. JP Jordan. Good challenge, but it still ends up with Fort Wayne. Hernandez settles. JP Jordan. Betcher. Betcher tried to get around Rosa and then gave him a small bump in the back. That will surely be called. Not going to get away with that. There is Alex Sutton again, who would be the happiest man in the stadium if the Sarasota Paradise are able to secure all three after his blunder in half number one. Here is Bolaños trying to get around Diaz, but not able to. It goes out for a goal kick. Bolaños clearly not happy with the call. Around 25 minutes for either side to find a winner. We talked about Sarasota being home to start the season until April 8th when they'll go to Westchester. But for Fort Wayne, man, they go to New York on March 28th. April 11th, they go to Chattanooga, then to Louisville, and then finally on May 2nd, they will host Charlotte Independence at their brand new ground. A couple of these inaugural teams starting on the road because their stadiums aren't quite ready yet. It falls through to Bolaños. It will go out for a goal kick.
All right, I want to hear the East End.
AC Boise's home ground will be ready April 4th, and Fort Wayne, May 2nd is that date. Head coach Mike Avery said, "We'll get good at traveling over the first 5 to 6 weeks of the season, and while it might be a little bit difficult, he mentioned that they have something really awesome to look forward to. And then they get a lot of home games, all consecutively. And it makes these road games to start the year so crucial. If you're able to perform, get 3 points a couple of times, you have a majority of your games remaining at home, your path to the playoffs becomes a lot easier. And for Sarasota on the flip side, you struggle at home. Now you go on the road and the chances, they get much harder. They were trying to find the third there with Garrett McLaughlin. Header goes wide. Tate Sheely and Trace Terry getting set to come on in. Tate Sheely is one guy that Mike Avery raved about in our conversation this week. He said he's just scratching the surface of what he can be. He's an incredible finisher, especially with his left foot. And boy, would this be a huge time for a goal. Head coach of the Paradise, Mika Elavara, also had similar words to say about Tate Sheely, who, right on cue, wins a free kick. Tate Sheely started in the game against FC Naples and showed some moments of brilliance. That was not a moment of brilliance for Fort Wayne, though. A booking and another free kick opportunity for Sonder Road. Javier Carmos goes in the book with the yellow. Sonder Road has already done it once. He restored the lifeline for Sarasota earlier. This time it's cleared away. Rolls past the halfway line, out for a throw. The yellow card was not on Carmos, it was on James Musa. Hernandez not able to keep that in. Looked like he initially was able to, but it is a throw for the Paradise. Rosa. Bolaños back to Rosa, sent into Karani! Corner kick for the Paradise, who continue to put the pedal on the metal.
Corner kick brought to you by Sarasota.
This corner kick is brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Towards the back post. Trickles out for another corner. 72nd minute.
Corner kick brought to you by Sarasota.
In a second half where the Paradise have controlled the tempo. Tainio goes quick to Bolaños. Bolaños to Road. Sander Road! Sent away for another corner. Once again, Paradise corners are brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. They've created many of these opportunities for themselves. Tainio sends it in. Was looking to find Peterson. And why not do it again? The Saramana corner kicks have not been at a premium tonight. They've been frequent. Another one here towards the back post. It's Sander Road. Peterson back to Road. Bouncing around Tainio. World-class beaches, vibrant arts and culture, pro-level play. Keep the energy going and discover what's happening around town at visitsarasota.com. Town for Fort Wayne. '75th minute. 2-2 the score in what has been a thrilling game so far. It started with 2 goals for Fort Wayne. Lillian Recoil on a slip from Alex Sutton found the opener, and just 5 minutes later it was Ryan Betcher. And then right before halftime, it was Sander Road who got the deadlock from Sarasota's score tally with a wonderful free kick. And then Jonathan Bolaños, just moments ago, equalized. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Paradise setting up for this throw-in. Peterson sends it down to Waters. Now Reed Valentine. Rosa towards the area, sent away. Paradise control with Walker. Sander Road. Neo wins the throw. And we will have a substitution. Reed Sproat comes on in for Fort Wayne. Thiago Diaz comes off. Reed Sproat has played in over 50 matches with Fort Wayne. 2 goals all time with Fort Wayne during their time at the USL 2 level. And he replaces Thiago Diaz, who is number 2 all time in appearances. Sean Karani flicked it on, but the run from Sander Road was offside. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Sutton comes out of his box. Sends it high. Another throw for Sarasota, who has dominated the second half. They have been searching for the winner ever since Bolaños got him level. And you just think that maybe, just maybe they'll be able to find it. Fort Wayne just has had nothing going in half number 2. Still plenty of time. 12 minutes and change. Good pressure from JP Jordan. Forces Bolaños and the Paradise back. Sutton has to slide and just gets it away. Flirting with disaster on that one. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. McLaughlin gets dispossessed by JP Jordan. Now Harmos. Tage Healy sent in towards the area, but the header is poor from Betcher. But finally a chance for Fort Wayne. And another substitution brought to you by Shoemaker's Attorney. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Andres Rodriguez comes on as Anderson Rosa takes a seat for the night. 10 minutes to go. Can one of these teams find their first ever win? Or will we be held at 2-2? For the Paradise, it would feel a little better than Fort Wayne, who had the 2-0 advantage. Poor pass. Waters able to position himself nicely to get around Healy. And sent long. trying to find McLaughlin, but it's too strong. Risky touch there from Shipman, but he's able to get it away to Juan Solis. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Good opportunity there for Fort Wayne, but to no avail. The ball to Karani, cut off nicely. Armas plays it towards the near side. The run from Hernandez, but the pass is too strong.
All right, Paradise fans, we need to hear you. Let's go, Paradise!
1,806 in attendance here at the Premier Sports Campus. They are eager to see their team find a winner, but maybe the few stragglers from Indiana wanting Healy to do something here. JP Jordan, Hernandez, back to Jordan. Not many attacking opportunities in the final third in the last couple of moments for Fort Wayne. Looking to have that moment here. Spro. All sent in. Quickly cleared away by Reed Valentine. Finds the foot of Bolaños. Equalize this game at 2-2. Aaron Walker. Karani. Sean Karani dots around. Garrett McLaughlin. It caroms off the gloves of the keeper. A big time stop by Brent Shipman.
Give it up for your Sarasota Paradise.
It just trickled through to McLaughlin. Another corner kick brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. They have gotten their money's worth. The corner kicks have come and come. Jaden Smith comes on into the game for Fort Wayne, along with Jeremy Garay. Sonda Road in the 85th minute. Alex Sutton well out of the area to send that one back in. Bolaños. McLaughlin to Peterson! That was a lovely bit of passing from the Paradise. Bolaños to McLaughlin, who just calmly kept it to Peterson. That would have been a moment of pure brilliance had Peterson finished it. Boy, has he come close. Fort Wayne clinging on to this draw right now. Poor pass. Jaden Smith gave it a go, but Bolaños controls. Now Tainio sends it long, looking for Karani. A throw for the Paradise. Nice defensive effort from Michael Rempel. Valentine. Bolaños could not get a touch on it. Brendan Kruger comes on into the game for Sander Road, who gets an applause from the home fans. Sander Road with the goal in stoppage time in the first half to get Sarasota on the board for the first time at the professional level. Now it's Brendan Kruger, who has a lot of experience playing in this area. He's the captain of Chargers SC, a club in Clearwater. Just about 35 minutes north of Premier Sports Campus. The hometown kid will try and be the hometown hero tonight. But not much time remains to do that. 88th minute, knotted at 2. Karani. Peterson tries to get around but cannot. Solis. Jordan. Smith. Taken away. There was Brendan Kruger. Now here's Bolaños. Bolaños towards McLaughlin. McLaughlin over these first 2 games has come so close. Got denied right at the line by Joseph Andema last week. Just misses it there. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Karani. Bolaños through to Kruger. Does not reach the sliding McLaughlin. Shipman has been under so much pressure in half number 2, and he's done a fair job. This one will be coming back. It's going to be a corner kick because the goalie, Bernd Shipman, held it too long. Oh, the announcer jinx right there. That fair job goes away if the Paradise can convert on this. Maximus Tainio gets set to take it. This corner kick once again brought to you by Saramana. Let us manage your technology. Tainio. And a foul called against the Paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th official has indicated 4 minutes.
The 4th official has indicated 4 minutes of Shoemaker's attorney and advisor stoppage time. Over 300 attorneys and advisors helping move your business forward with confidence. Aaron Walker, one of the captains of this Paradise team, collided with Tage Healy. Was a foul called against Aaron Walker. And we'll see if extra time is elongated after that foul. In the first minute of a guaranteed 4. Can either side find a winner? Waters a strong head on it. But it is Fort Wayne with it. Peterson give it a run. Sent to the near side for Smith. Jaden Smith gets around. Jaden Smith sent it towards the middle. It will go out for a throw. Fort Wayne sets up. Michael Rempel drives off the ball, looking to send this one into the box with the cannon of an arm. And a foul. Brendan Kruger goes to retrieve that quickly. The Paradise know time is not on their side now. Neal. Peterson gets taken down. And a booking. The yellow card goes against Ryan Betcher. It is Jorgen Peterson who is on the ground in a lot of pain. Just a risky challenge. So another free kick for the Paradise, and stoppage time will surely be added onto. Will these fans get to celebrate a winner and a first ever USL 1 League win? They need one moment of brilliance. They've had all the momentum in half number 2. But they are at a difficult spot to try and find that winner. Ty Neo sends it in. We are at the full 4, but due to the injuries and the fouls, we will surely have a little bit more. Sent out for a throw. This will be actually an offsides against Sarasota, so maybe a chance for Fort Wayne now. Bolaños. A chance for McLaughlin to chase. And he gets brought down. No foul is called. Still a throw for Sarasota. And a chance in the dying embers. Reed Valentine will take the throw in what might be the final chance of the game for either side. Valentine sends it in. To the back post. McLaughlin! Claims for a handball, but he will not get it.
All right, fans, let's make some noise.
But it is a corner kick. Off the back of a Fort Wayne defender. And one last Saramana corner kick for the Paradise to try and win it. Tainio sends it in. And another foul on a set piece. And the final whistle blows. the points are shared in Paradise. Fort Wayne begin the game up 2-0, but Saunders Road and Jonathan Bolaños salvage a point for the host. Fort Wayne will now travel to New York in 2 weeks, while the Paradise will be back at home yet again for their third home game of the season 2 weeks from today against Portland Hearts of Pines. The Sarasota Paradise and Fort Wayne battled it out. It was a day of first. Both of these teams found their first ever USL League One goal, but neither able to get their first win. 2-2, the final score at the Premier Sports Campus. Highlights and a recap coming up next on ESPN+.
In Sarasota, high school sports are more than games. They're packed stands, overtime wins, and moments we'll never forget. This is high school sports, and it lives here. We've got the scores, the highlights, the stars, and the stories that matter to families and fans. Because these are our schools, our teams, our pride. Follow every play, every win, every unforgettable moment. Visit htpreps at heraldtribune.com.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, things are really heating up. Celebrations are taking shape. Memories are sinking in. At the ranch, we're taking swings and making strides, letting loose and living well. Now it's your turn. Plant those roots. Rekindle. Rejoice. Shine bright. This is where bold days begin.
Paradise is here. Sarasota, your moment has arrived. Your team, standing for your city, competing on the national stage. Sarasota's first professional soccer team. Don't miss Saturday, March 28th with an exciting face-off against Portland Hearts of Pine at the Premier Sports Campus in Lakewood Ranch. The lights are on. The show is about to begin. Be present for history. Tickets start at just $13. Get yours at sarasotaparadise.us.
Welcome back to Sarasota, Florida. As the Paradise go towards their fans and applaud their effort. 2-2, the final score. Let's take a look at the highlights. It was Fort Wayne who opened the scoring. Lillian recoil after Alex Sutton slipped and fell, found the opener. Doesn't get much easier than that. Declan Waters could only stop and stare as that ball went into the back of the net. So Fort Wayne, after back and forth for the first 30 minutes, got going, and then they doubled the lead in the 36th minute. It was Ryan Betcher, a little give and go, and just able to flick it on. Nearly similar to the goal that Sutton let up against Boise. That one a little more difficult though. Betcher opens his Fort Wayne account. And it looked like Fort Wayne had it all going. The Paradise were struggling. They had a lot of these opportunities, and it was Saunders Road from distance. Teed it up and got it to go. He was a specialist at Louisville with those kicks. And boy, did he show you there. That sent us in to halftime. And then in the 63rd minute, Saunders Road, who scored a goal, well, it was time to assist on a goal because Jonathan Bolaños able to get it by the outstretched hand to Bert Shipman to tie this game at 2. Bolaños had been scratching, clawing at the door for days. He jumps into the crowd to celebrate. That is the final 2-2. 5 shots on target for both of these teams. 17 shots for Sarasota. They didn't have a lot of shots in the first half, but boy did they in that second half. 13 corners, a staggering number. But they were not able to find a winner. Sarasota and Fort Wayne each get their first points at the USL 1 level, but they will have to wait for their first ever win. Well, Fort Wayne thought they might have had all 3 points. A 2-0 lead, but they could not maintain it. A valiant comeback by the host, but neither side able to come away with 3 points. Match week number 2 in the USL 1 concludes for these teams. They'll still have a go at their first ever USL 1 win in the weeks to follow. 2-2 your final score in Sarasota.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.